Blessings and welcome to all of my classy Cancers out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your March 2019 tarot reading, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Cancer. So we're starting off with two oracles, and we do have this beautiful connection to the numerology number of 91, surrender. And I'm going to read it a little bit about this, but I do feel just looking at this vibration number and this connection to this word, I'm sure some of you Cancers will understand that there is something that you may need to surrender this month to. And you also have this beautiful overall energy karmic connection to the King of Roses. And of course, the King of Roses is this connection to love and taking time to look at the beauty all around you and feeling loving and happy and emotionally joyful. And it could be a strong connection to someone coming your way here. If you surrender to things that you don't need, maybe it's time for you to smell the roses and look around you so that you can find this connection to someone like the King of Roses, right? And it's interesting because when I was meditating on the Cancer energy, the biggest symbol I was feeling for you was the beautiful lotus flower. And it was this beautiful connection of a lotus flower coming out of the water, and it was the hands like this, coming and sprouting out and becoming a lotus flower. And I want to read a little bit about what the lotus flower meaning is, but it's beautiful to see this connection, even though they are not lotus flowers. The connection to flowers, roses, beauty, is all around you this month. So let me just read you a little bit about this information about the lotus flower that you can be connected to this month. The lotus flower has been used in Buddhism, Hinduism, and yoga for many years. It's a beautiful symbol of the cycles we go through in life as human beings. We get stuck in the mud. We go through dark times. We struggle. But when we get to the other side, when we overcome our struggles, we feel the light even stronger. We see the beauty in the little things. We blossom more than ever before. So don't be fearful if there's something that you have to surrender, because basically you will blossom again and be like the King of Roses and be able to really feel the beauty and joy again. And it also says the moral of the lotus flower story is this, which we often cannot see when we're in the mud, is to keep moving forward, keep going, keep growing, and have faith that we'll get through whatever it is. Perhaps it's through our darkest times we learn to appreciate the light and beauty in a simple lotus flower. So blessings. I hope that gives you some type of inspiration and joy in your heart for the month of March. So let's read about this connection to the number 91, surrender. And I'll read a little bit about this King of Roses energy. So let's look at the number 91, which you may be seeing a lot of if it's really connected to some of you Cancer energies about the word surrender to the connection to 91. This card indicates a need to surrender your attachment to a particular situation or preferred outcome, because your inability to let go is impeding your success. Desperation blocks manifestation. Therefore, the more you struggle to attract your desire, the more you push it away. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to detach from the situation and surrender the outcome to the divine. In order to attract what you want, you must give the universe space to deliver your request. This can only be achieved by getting out of the way so that everything can unfold as it should. It isn't your job to make it happen. It is simply your job to allow it to happen. When you surrender the outcome to the divine, you let the magic flow. In order to improve your current situation, Cancer, you are asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to let go, trust, and surrender. Make peace with your life as it is today and appreciate what you already have. And that's like the King of Roses. Appreciate what you have. Take time to smell the roses. When you do what brings you joy rather than fret about the end result, divine order and timing will bring the perfect outcome your way. So Cancer, your affirmation this month. I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. So believe that when you surrender in anything that you're going through, you will become the King of Roses again. And you will have time to be like that lotus flower and sprout and grow and enjoy yourself and be part of just the beauty of the world and part of nature again. It really is about knowing that when we surrender and we look around our environment, we really can appreciate so much more than what maybe we're going through. And just those little things, just by picking up a flower and smelling it, or just sitting in nature, can really help you to surrender, help you to feel more grounded and connected to what you need to be or feel like. And this connection to the King of Roses is probably this beautiful representation of a Cancer, because the King of Roses is a representation of a water energy. Of course, Cancer, you are a water energy. You are the King of Roses. You are all about love, family, happiness, and joy. So if you're not happy, if there's something going on that you are not feeling joy, the big message right now is saying surrender so that you can, again, be the King of Roses. So let's read a little bit about the King of Roses energy for you. The overall energy that may be very prominent for you. Yes, you are being encouraged to get out and smell the roses and look around you and feel the beautiful vibration of all that is. This card shows a man holding two roses, a red and a white, demonstrating a balance of passion and purity. At his feet are the yellow roses of healing and creativity. This is the King of Love, a man who is balanced and well-rounded. And you are, Cancer, the King of Roses. And when you are balanced and when you are rounded, then you are just in your light, in your happiness, in your joy. So it's really important you Cancers be like the King of Roses and find balance and be well-rounded. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even romance. Whether this is a new relationship or at the blossoming of an old one, this man brings tender-hearted and thoughtful support. And I have to go back to the lotus flower because it's talking about blossoming, right? So I just feel surrender to maybe past hurts, past situations that have been unhealthy, and look towards the King of Roses, because it does look like he's coming your way and wants to give you some type of new relationship or an old one that can blossom again. But it's all about your Cancer and filling your heart and connection to those who can support you. He is also someone who could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home or family issues are concerned. So again, the King of Roses could be someone like a therapist, a spiritual counselor like me. Maybe if you're having issues, situations in your love life, it'd be a great time to connect with me. So whether the King of Roses is you or another man, the role of husband or father is now opening to create a happy home and family. This card also lets you know that you are ready to stand up for yourself and take loving but considered action on your own behalf. It's a time of increasing love and compassion, which always starts within. And it's interesting that the word it says here is, this card lets you know that you're ready to stand up for yourself and take loving but considered action on your behalf. And that means surrendering, right? So beautiful way to start the reading, to know that you are becoming the King of Roses again. You're finding your balance and you're becoming well-rounded. And you're wanting to find love. You're ready to connect to your heart again. It's because you're so open to, like you're definitely a family person here, Cancer. So anything to do with the family and finding someone like the King of Roses, someone who wants to be like you, Cancer, someone who is loving and very connected to family and emotion. So I do feel a strong water energy. Another water energy may be a very strong connection to you this month here, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. So let's get into your reading a little bit more deeper. And we're going to start off with something that may happen unexpected, because yes, we do have Uranus moving into Taurus in March, at the beginning of March. And it'll be in your 11th house. Your 11th house is freedom, surrendering to something, to have freedom, right, for some of you, so that you can have new opportunities to connect to maybe someone like the King of Roses. And so the King of Roses is talking about maybe finding a new union, a partnership. The 11th house is all about finding new friends and associations, new circles of energies that can, fulfill you, help you, assist you, give you love. So yes, so Uranus and Mars are meeting up in Taurus in your 11th house. So there seems to be something that's changing. You're surrendering to something to allow you to have something new. Okay, so if it's time to surrender for some type of new freedom, then this is the month to do it, because you are the King of Roses. You're looking for balance. You're looking to be well-rounded. You're looking to have the same emotional connection that you want here, Cancer. So anything unexpected that may happen for the Cancer energy vibrations in the month of March 2019 here. Let's see, anything unexpected for the Cancers, especially since we have Mars and Uranus together. That's quite a flammable mixture. So there could be lots of changes into friends and relationships coming and going. So let's see here, Cancer. Okay. Yeah, we've had the Two of Wands, so it's about making choices to go in some type of different direction. So, and you see this woman holding like the world. So I feel also the 11th house is like getting out there in the world, right? And making plans and making choices to do that. So I feel maybe the month of March here, Cancer, for some of you, there's a lot of traveling going on, choices to go places, and it may be very unexpected, but it's giving you a chance to be with your friends, it's giving you a chance to have some type of new freedom. Maybe this is about you, furthering your goals and your aspirations, because you're doing something actively. There's something that has been shown to you that you're like now going to move on. And again, this King of Roses was talking about a partnership, maybe moving on to connect to a partnership, whether it's in love or in work and business, whatever it is for you. So let's pull another card in the unexpected here for you, Cancer, in March 2019. Does look like it's a very positive thing, that if anything comes unexpectedly, it looks like it's about fun for some of you, fun and enjoyment. Your friends may be calling you up and say, hey, I have this wonderful chance to go on a cruise, or, go to a retreat or resort. And yeah, I'm just seeing this water. I see all these flowers. So yeah, and it's March, springtime. Yeah, it's time to get out there and enjoy the weather and Mother Gaia, the nature. So let's see here, one more card. Oh, that one I want to flip out. There you go. What did I say? Some of you need to go on a trip, a journey, an adventure. This is the month. Yes, you need to be like the King of Roses. It's time for fun, love, and adventure. Surrender, surrender. This may be, you may have been needing a vacation for a while. Maybe you've had so much pressure. Maybe in, yeah, you have so much going in your 9th house this month. It is about traveling, because the 9th house is about traveling all over the place. So this is definitely a month. And some of you, this may be traveling because of your spiritual beliefs, learning more about who you are and growing in that way. But I feel there will be wonderful, unexpected opportunities to get out there in the world with your friends and meet others. This may be part of an organization that you'll be going to foreign lands. Maybe it's on a spiritual retreat or something that you're doing to help others, a humanitarian type of mission or something like that. But yeah, because the 11th house is for humanity's sake, right? So yeah, some of you are doing things to help others. Of course, you're a Cancer. So some of you are maybe traveling to foreign lands to help others for humanity's sake, and making the choice to do this. Maybe this is something that you've always wanted to do, and now you're going to listen to your heart and be like the King of Roses. King of Roses is giving their heart to someone and helping them. Beautiful. So surrender if this is something you want to do. I just feel this is the month to not let things hold you back. Because, remember what that lotus flower is bringing you: a new change, a new rebirth, a new beginning, something that's going to be more beautiful, more loving, more colorful. So let's look at any type of blessing that may come this month, Cancer, because Jupiter is in Sagittarius, which is ruled by that. So that's lots of blessings, and it's in your 6th house. So your 6th house is your day-to-day activity. It's your work energy. It's those you work with. It's your health. It's your pets. So there's a lot of blessings in that type of energy. So let's see what the energy vibration for blessings may come for you in the month of March here for you, Cancers. Let's see here. Well, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. You get blessings. You get the Wheel of Fortune. This is attached to the blessings Jupiter card, right? The Jupiter card is all about good fortune, blessings, the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune, blessings, right? And the word is there, I believe. Yeah, good fortune. You see the word good fortune, it says Wheel of Fortune. So this is a month of blessings, especially if it has anything to do with something changing in your work, changing your health regime. A change in what you do every day. And it's, you know, it's also, again, I feel for humanitarian sake, it's like giving healing and help to others. So I feel a lot of you maybe just changing your, how you feel about the world and what you want to do to help and assist in healing. And so, yes, a lot of you Cancers are being blessed this month in your career and serving others, in your health, in having pets, your pets. You know, that's maybe a wonderful month to receive a beautiful pet this month, or your pets are going to be happy and joyful this month, something of that sort. So I want to pull just one more card there. Let's see here, the Tower. Yeah, this is interesting. I feel because we're looking at the Tower, and this could be like a corporate business. This also could be a like a college, but it's like structure, right? We're looking at something that I feel you're breaking down the structures with this Wheel of Fortune. You're making changes that you're not going to feel so structured in, and that's why I feel that you have this beautiful blessing in the 6th house to change whatever you want to change in your day-to-day activities, right? And so there's definitely, like, I feel there's going to be an epiphany, a sudden revelation, some type of insight and knowledge that you're receiving, Cancer, to make some type of positive change that is going to benefit you in regards to your work, what you do. You may decide to just completely change your job focus. Maybe this is about you going back to school because you have so much in your 9th house. Yes, the 9th house is higher education, going to college, professional, whatever it is. You're learning something higher than yourself, wisdom. And so there's maybe a big change in what you're doing in your day-to-day activities in your work. And a lot of you maybe are inspired to go back to school, inspired to follow your dreams, to learn something so that you can, and it's something about traveling. There's a lot of traveling going on here. So you may be traveling to a different place to learn something, right? But it's very positive here. So surrender. Don't let anyone hold you back on this journey and this positive change. It may be out there because you do have a big change that people may not expect from you here. Because you do have Venus, the planet of love, in your 8th house of Aquarius. So that's about a big transformation in how you feel in your heart, what brings you joy, what you cherish. And I feel there's a big life-changing decision, choice that you're going to make about some type of change or journey that you want to do. And it's really about your own person power. Again, it's surrendering. That is about you surrendering and really taking over your own personal power back here. And with it being an Aquarius here for you, Venus in the 8th house, it's really thinking out of the box. It's really envisioning and discovering new ways to be. And it's very deep and intimate and sexual and loving. And that's why I feel the King of Roses here is if you are in this is a very, I feel a very strong month of intimacy. And your 8th house of Venus in Aquarius is very different, so you may be experimenting with different types of sexual ways or something, but it's all good. You know, you've got the King of Roses, you got love there, and that's a deep love, a deep, intense sexual love with someone. So yeah, a lot of desire this month, positive changes going on in journey, maybe with someone that you desire, but definitely the month to sprout new energy and start to smell the roses again. Open up your heart. And Seven of Swords. So I feel, okay, I have to say this, because with the Seven of Swords, some of you are having a secret love affair. There may be a lot of passion and desire for someone, because the Venus in the 8th house in Aquarius is probably, you know, secrets and connecting to someone that may not be, has, like a Cancer, maybe more like an Aquarius, very different from how you interact or relate to someone. But and so that's all I'm saying is I feel the Seven Swords is there just to say, you know, just be aware, and that if it's you, Cancer, or someone else that you're having some type of intense feeling and desire for, it's great to be the King of Roses, but there may be something with the Seven of Swords. It also may mean that you're ready to walk away from something, a relationship, right, with the 8th house of transformation, surrendering, right? So you can be the King of Roses again. So some of you are really contemplating, I feel, a big change in your love life, because you want love, you want to be the King of Roses, you want deep, intense, sensual love. And there you go, you've got the lilies here. So I feel this is about something that has been growing from within you. I feel this is something that a lot of you Cancers, I feel you've been going through a lot in your home and your family anyways, and what you feel is love and what you want in love and what a family looks like. There's a lot of changes that you're going through. But with this Lily card, it's all about spiritual growth, and it's about believing that what you feel, what you need to surrender to, you need to do that, because I do feel with the lilies, it's about your own maturity, your own understanding about your own self, of what you need to change and what you need to surrender. This really is the surrender card, walking away, surrendering to what isn't good for you anymore. Because if you're not being the King of Roses, then obviously you're not in balance to what you are needing here. So I do feel some of you are going to look at your love energy. Some of you are going to walk away and realize there's more out there. And some of you are going to be feeling very intense, and there's some that are going to be in some type of deep relationship that may be some type of secret going on there. So let me pull one more card in the love energy here for you, Cancer, and see a little bit more into the love. And also I'll pull romance love. Oh, good, the Hierophant. Well, you know, I'm going to look at this because I'm seeing the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant, which is commitment, marriage. So I feel some of you are looking at whether you want to leave a relationship that you've been committed to maybe for a long time with the lilies. And with the Venus in the 8th house, you are really thinking about things differently. And this also could, like I said, be a connection to maybe someone you're connecting to is already in a committed relationship. So it's something to think about, something to feel. It's right there. What do you have to surrender? What do you need to be the King of Roses? Because you want to have a commitment. You want to have something long lasting. But you want to make sure that the energy that you're with is not this connection to the Seven of Swords here. Someone that you know you need to walk away from. Someone that you know that there's some type of thing going on there that you need to be aware of. So let's see. Let's go into any type of challenges you may face, any type of karmic challenge, because you do have Saturn, Pluto in Capricorn, your 7th house. Okay, now it's coming. So we see this pattern here, because what is the 7th house? It's relationships, commitment, marriage. And what do we have here? We have the Hierophant and the placement of where love and Venus is at, right? In your 8th house of transformation and changes. So yes, I do feel, and of course Saturn and Pluto being there is about maturity with the lilies, having to think about your relationships, your commitments, your marriage, focusing on what is going to make you happy. And if you're feeling stifled, I feel it's about surrendering so that you can be like the King of Roses again. You know, it's the truth. If you're not in a relationship that is bringing you into the light of who you really are, you have to really think about whether or not you need to surrender and walk away from it. And that's what Saturn and Pluto are doing in there. And it's been there for over a year now, and will be there, I think, for another year. So this is a time where you're having to really be mature and realistic and look at what you need to do to change in your relationships. And it's definitely deep and transforming for you. And so let's pull one card here. in your 7th house here. And also just any other karmic lesson or challenge you may face here for the month of March here, Cancer, for you. But I do feel it will be some type of focus on relationships, partnerships, commitments, and surrendering to something so that you can be more in alignment to your soul again. Happiness and joy, so you can have happiness and joy. So I feel the Ten of Cups, it's all about finding your happiness, finding love, finding the Ten of Cups, because this is all about the King of Roses finding the Ten of Cups, finding his happily ever after, or her happily ever after, right? And that's what it is, finding some type of commitment that is going to give you what you need, that love. And I feel that's why you're going through what you are going through right now. And what it says, what the King of Roses says, there may be a beautiful partnership coming through because you've been waiting patiently and because you have surrendered and made some changes. I do feel you're going to receive the blessing of the Ten of Cups. So the challenge is if you are not in the King of Roses energy and you're not feeling the happiness and joy, you need to look at your relationship. You need to decide what you want to do about it. Surrender to something. It may just be that you need to go to, therapy or something, find some type of solution, because it also means in the 7th house with Saturn there, it may be that, if you get some help, if you try to figure out ways to focus on your relationship, this could be a way that you can transform and change so that you can have a deeper commitment with someone. But your challenge is to find happiness this month. What makes you happy? And if you aren't, then surrender to that number 91 here. So let me see, and I'm going to pull out, and there's the house. There's the house. So definitely there's this situation, Cancer, to the house, to the home. What makes you happy? I feel some of you want to leave. Some of you want to go on a new journey or trying to make a choice. I feel it's a hard one. It really is. But again, you have to look at the King of Roses here. And I just want to show this to you again because is this how you feel right now, Cancer? If you do, that's wonderful. You're in the place of the Ten of Cups and bliss. But if you're not, Cancer, is this how you feel? And if you're not, then maybe it's time to be like the lotus flower and begin to sprout again. And let's pull a self-care card here for the karmic energy of the challenge of really finding happiness and knowing that you deserve joy. And it's time for positive changes. I feel it's a big eruption into any type of structure you've been feeling, Cancer. I feel a lot of you are not going to be under anyone's control. You are really breaking free and finding your own happiness. And you're making some risks now. Risk. It's time to make some rest, right? Surrender, rest, walking away. Take a risk. You have the power within you to move mountains. So, yes. Sometimes we have to take a risk, and that's what the lotus flower again is showing you. Take a risk because even though there may be some darkness before you get to the light, you will always see that new growth, that new beautiful lotus flower blossoming. So what is it? Okay, we'll look at the 9th house because that's where most of your energy is at. The Sun is there, Mercury's there, Neptune is there, and Pisces, water, emotions, and it's in the 9th house. So you really are connecting to the higher self and a lot of wisdom with the Hierophant card, because the Hierophant card is connected to the spiritual wisdom and insight that you receive from up above. But this also is, I feel, a big change for some of you Cancers to go back to school, to believe in yourself, take a risk, right? Surrender, to find your own spiritual experience, right? This is a month to really feel deeply inspired, and I feel because you're so connected to Pisces this month in your 9th house, you are going to be willing and to take those risks and to surrender, because I feel your intuition, your wisdom, your insight is going to be very strong this month. So take time to smell those roses, meditate, get out there in nature, feel the presence of all that is, because there's some deep insight and knowledge that's going to change you for the better. You change your life with the Wheel of Fortune, restructuring, huge change. I feel some of you are going back to school. Some of you are traveling for knowledge, traveling to learn about just having fun, but I feel it's about learning more knowledge, whatever it is. You are wanting more knowledge, more understanding. And this is the month that you are going to really, then you get the Nine of Cups here. Wow. So you're feeling the number 9, and it's in the 9th house. And it's in water. 9 of Cups is all water, Pisces. So, wow, this month I just feel you're going to be truly inspired and so connected to the universe, to your feelings, to what you want to create, to the higher being of all that is, because, you know, Neptune's in there, inspiring you and wanting you to feel that connection to the 9th house. But Mercury is retrograde, so there may be, you know, maybe this is something new to you. Maybe this is a time when you're meditating and connecting. Definitely a time to meditate and really try to receive the knowledge and inspiration. You may feel a little confused by this, if this especially is something new that you're doing, Cancer. But boy, the more that you take time to meditate or be out in nature, find ways to surrender, you're going to feel a lot of joy. There's a lot of happiness this month in the 9 of Cups, in the 9th house, of you traveling, of you, this may be some type of more of a commitment, a spiritual commitment that's coming to you through traveling maybe. But it's really you, I just feel, really getting to the deep insight of your soul to really be inspired, to really bring out what you want to do. So, and you have the 9 of Cups. So whatever you do in the 9th house, traveling, I just feel traveling is the biggest thing for you this month. It's going to bring you a lot of joy. But, you know, learning and receiving knowledge is just going to also be such a wonderful part of this month for you. So pay attention to the signs and symbols here. I feel there's a lot of things going to be shown to you, intuition, because the Pisces energy is very intuitive, very psychic. So I feel your dreams are going to be very vivid, and anything that you do to connect to other realms and to your angels and guides, it's going to be very strong, and you're going to feel this really beautiful love and connection to be able to surrender and to make risks. So look out for those signs and symbols. There's something that the universe is trying to show you to make some positive changes, because I do feel there's something that you are ready to do, and it's like because you've learned and it's because you've grown. And again, the lilies, we're seeing flowers, right? You're sprouting, you're growing, you're changing. So yes, let's look at a few more cards here. And the next card we'll look at is at the new moon that's attached to the 9th house in Pisces at the beginning of the month on 9 March. So just a lot happening. And I do feel this new moon is bringing you more spiritual experiences, unexpected traveling, fun and adventure, creativity, the Queen of Wands. So we see, wow, we see this beautiful connection to water and fire. So the Queen of Wands could be a strong connection to a Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And it's interesting, I do feel this Queen of Wands, you being maybe the King of Roses, it's like, and I see all these flowers around, I just joy and love this month. Lots of flowers blooming around you this month here for love. So the Queen of Wands is all about inspiration, and I feel a spiritual connection. And if you're traveling, maybe you're going to meet this person at school, college, wherever you go to learn, it's just like, wow, this is really cool that there's something I feel is going to bring you joy. And I feel it's surrounded by fun, enjoyment, and pleasure, and journeying places to just have fun, getting out of the norm. It's like you're breaking out and risking something to have fun, to have more joy, love, pleasure. But yes, this is good. This is good. So let's pull a couple more cards here, and we will close up this reading here, Cancer. It's turning out to be a wonderful, positive month of fun and enjoyment and pleasure and sunshine and positivity. Yeah, it's getting better. This moon is bringing you just positive joy, new changes, fun. Get out there. If there is an unexpected chance that, someone calls you and says, hey, you want to go on a trip, you do not say no, because this could really change your life. Lots of things happening this month that could be very life-changing with that lotus flower, blossoming for you and changing for you. So the last cards I'm going to pick is that last, we have a full moon in Libra at the end of the month, and it will be in your 4th house, and you are connected to the 4th house, Cancer. It's family, home, security, support, and the 8 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of work in the home, and as we can see, some of you are working on maybe a relationship, working hard to maybe improve it. It's taken a while, but some of you, I feel, if you're surrendering to wanting to make the changes, I feel if you work on and find solutions and help and assistance, I do feel you can improve your relationship here, definitely. So it's finding balance with Libra. It's you finding ways in the 4th house to have a happy home, a happy life. So this may be you surrendering some things that maybe you are doing in the home that aren't, maybe you need to, start to help more in the home. Maybe you need to do some fixing in the home. And maybe that's what it is. The key is, there you go. The key is to look at what you need to fix in your home with the 8 of Pentacles and work hard on that. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's, selling your home or fixing your home or taking out the trash, whatever it is. Focus on your home. Focus on balance in your home and work on it. The key is to the King of Roses, to surrendering, to taking risks, is to open up and work hard and make changes that you want. So let me see, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I didn't pull a romance angel card, and that'll be the last card I'll want to pull here. But fun, love, adventure, taking rest, being the King of Roses, being the lotus flower, because there's new love. New love. Isn't that beautiful? A new person has stirred up here. Yeah, I see a lot of love. Take a rest. Surrender. The King of Roses is here ready for you. Yes, it's so beautiful. We see joy, love, happiness. Surrender to that new love. Celebration. Commitment. Gosh, I can't even put them all on my hand here. Happiness, joy, positive changes, journeys, choices that are going to be life-changing, something about the home that you're going to have to work hard in. But the key is knowing now that you will be aware of it, because you are the Queen of Wands. Make things happen. Be powerful. And do what you need to do this month. Signs and symbols are going to be shown to you if there's something that you need to surrender, to make a risk, to take a risk. But Cancer, it's all there for you. So if you need any type of understanding or assistance, please connect with me. I would love to give you some type of understanding about maybe what is going on with you, Cancer. So much love to you. And if you need my website and email information, it's down below. And much love to all of you who keep on supporting my channel. And until next time, with pure love through Synergy.